Right. Lekker sunshine, South Africa.
Yeah, I'm having an Irish coffee.
Irish coffee, good. Yeah, with the 2007 final score on there.
You said there's some white horse in here.
White horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, sunny here, coming from, where was it played? At the Aviva.
Yeah, the Aviva, yeah.
Yeah, Ireland, England. I thought the start was quite... England looked fairly industrious in the beginning.
I think the main thing, this is what stood out for me, is that Ireland do not want to show their hand.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see a single set move?
No, not really.
Everything was, they are that good.
But yet again...
They are that good that they can go out and play like a 80-minute game, and they completely smashed England without showing anything. No one knows what they're bringing to the World Cup.
Very first try, like we've been saying about Leinster and Ireland all this time, is space close to the tackle. Did you see that? So first pass, short pass, right next to the collision, short pass gap, second pass again, right next to the tackle, short pass, and you don't see other teams catching on with that yet. They do it so well that they can just find that space through the middle. Where the All Blacks have a different approach with the way they utilize their wingers is to try and get it wide, draw players to the outside, and then play back towards the inside. It's a slightly different approach. I don't know what our approach is, the Springbok approach, but that thing is so well drilled with the runners coming round the back, a short distance from the pass, and they just create that space.
Yeah.
And the fluency in the way they play, and everyone who came on, it's such a well drilled, well oiled machine.
And that's pretty much what we're going to see at the World Cup, other than Prendergast. So I'm assuming Conan will play.
Yes, barring a couple of guys.
And Henshaw will probably come in.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that's pretty much their team.
Well,
Sexton
maybe.
Games,
for the big
but
games.
for me, their fly-offs are so good that they all...
I still think Crowley ahead of Byrne for me. Byrne missed his kicks too. Missed a few kicks.
Crowley came on. He came on
in the second half, Yeah, England just then got the red card for a shoulder with force to the face. I think I've seen that before somewhere.
Yeah,
a similar shoulder.
Can't have been England, surely.
Can't think of it now. I think it was a backline player.
Yeah, no.
But that was then made into a red card, which puts Billy Vunipolo's World Cup start in doubt.
Yeah,
that's normally a 3-match ban.
Yeah. Another worry. Sorry, this is now not for England, but Sheehan
went off early.
Limped off.
Yeah.
Don't know how serious that is, but that'll be a big worry. I mean, that guy is a
try
machine.
Yeah. No, he is.
Didn't he score? I think did he score yesterday? Might have.
I can't remember, but he's one of the best in the world. Yeah.
Like when he doesn't score, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, no, he's a great rugby player. So yeah, that would be a huge blow for them. It's a big risk, these warm-up games. We spoke about it the other day. In 2007, the Springboks' last World Cup warm-up game was against Connacht. And at that stage, Connacht weren't playing in the top leagues in Irish rugby. We've never heard of Connacht at that stage. And that's the kind of teams you played warm-up games against. Now you're playing with
full international.
Now, a couple of weeks before the World Cup, our last warm-up game is the two most successful World Cup teams in the history of the sport are playing against each other. That's very risky. So in my mind, I would assume that would be second-string teams. But in any case, we're actually talking England.
Actually talking about England.
Yeah, so England, they just had no answers.
Well, I thought it was similar to the Six Nations game, where the only reason Ireland wasn't smashing England from the start was just errors and also trying not to show their hand. And even in that situation, England was sort of holding on with decent-ish defence.
Yes.
But after
also
that,
can't clearly see. I mean, there were times when I thought, yes, the guys are playing hard and getting over that vantage line and really going into the contact strong and that sort of thing. But England will always have that. They have the players. And that's what the guys have been saying on social media, is what happened it's the same players, and it looks so different. So
Yeah.
it comes down to that whole thing. Do the players believe in the coach? Do they believe in the philosophy?
That wasn't far off the team, the English team that beat the All Blacks in the semi-final of the 2019 World Cup.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So something's
They've
wrong.
lost belief completely.
Yeah, lost belief, no confidence. I'm not sure what is expected of them. And in absolute contrast, Ireland is just the including France, including the All Blacks, the well-oiled machine in world rugby at the moment.
Yeah.
Guys that know exactly what to do. If a pass is thrown, you just know, someone's going to be there, exactly who's going to be there, and exactly what kind of line they're going to run. It just works.
What scares me as well, and this is a weird thing to scare one, but I was watching the game, and remember when, like in 2005, let's say, we could name every single player in the All Blacks team, just because you've seen them game after game, and you start respecting each of them like for their skills. That's I can name the entire Irish team.
Yes.
What's happened?
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah. No, it's that. And I've been a huge advocate of continuity since times in Springbok rugby when we didn't know who's going to play, and every week is just someone else. And I think the Springboks actually have been doing that under Rassie, is we know exactly who the group, like the World Cup group, there were no surprises.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. A player also wants to know that he's going to be there. Like Eddie Jones's interview, where he's like, Quaid's not answering he's a backup player.
He was backtracking
and player, but he's not answering his phone. This and that. That stuff is not good. It's not good for a group.
No.
Because do the players want, now I'm off topic, but do the players want Quaid Cooper to be there? If they want him to be in that squad, you've lost your team.
Yep.
You've lost your team. That happened to the All Blacks in 2019 with Owen Franks and those guys that got dropped.
Yeah, Ben Smith,
yeah. Where they sort of, your best friend didn't get picked and you think you should be there. You already lost the World Cup. That's where you lose the World Cup.
Yeah. Which is not the situation for Ireland. I think they know who's supposed to be there. They know each person knows his job.
Yes. Maybe a bit of a problem for the Springboks as
it's
well.
It's a problem for the Springboks. Yeah.
In any case, Irish look very good.
We have to play them in like a month's time.
Yes.
Are they beatable?
They're beatable. Everyone's beatable.
Yeah, except
if they have their best day and we have our best day, Ireland will win.
Do you think so?
Yes.
If
the bounce of the ball goes our way a little bit, I always say the Springboks can field the best tight five in world rugby, and that's always a huge advantage. No one has a better tight five than we do.
Or are loose forwards as good as theirs? As Omani and Van der Fleer?
I think so.
And Conan.
Doris,
yeah.
Callan Doris. Yeah, that's interesting, eh? Callan Doris is in the mix there. Callan Doris will be picked ahead of Conan.
He didn't play.
Ahead of...
Doris didn't play?
Yeah. No, he didn't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Van der Fleer.
So he'll be ahead of Conan.
Doris will be ahead of Conan.
Yeah.
Ahead of Jack Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Our loose forwards are very good.
Yeah.
I think it's the style of play and how fluent they are and how well drilled they are is the difference.
Yeah, and they can also kick at posts.
And they can kick at posts. That will obviously be a difference.
That'll be handy.
Yes.
I mean, if you think about November, where the scoreline difference, Springboks versus Ireland was like 3 points.
Yes.
I mean, it's not going to be. I'm hoping that no one gets smashed because it's two good teams, I believe.
Yeah.
So if it comes down to kicking, then we're in trouble.
Yes, and that's probably what these close games come down to.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Any case.
Well done, Ireland.
Well done, Springboks. Good confidence builders for the teams to win by quite big margins.
It's like 3 weeks. What is it? 20 days.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's fantastic.
Cheers.
Cheers.